Greetings, Minecrafters, Nonsanity here, and welcome to the second half of my Betweenlands extravaganza. The extra long episodes for everybody staying at home. I'm going to continue searching the Betweenlands for more stuff to do, so let's get started. Alright, well, we're picking right off where we left off in the last episode. And I guess that's going to mean, in fact I still have what I had in my inventory in the last one. I'm going to have to continue flying my search pattern to find some of the other things there are to see in this dimension. So, I'm going to go ahead and aim in the right direction. Get over this way and start tracing it a little bit. And I'll be back when I find some more interesting things. Well, actually, there's a ruin. Let's go take a look at these ruins. Oh, and there's a spawner over there. Let's approach that carefully. What you gonna make? You make the, these guys, the, whites? What are they? Yep, whites. And the reward is some stuff. Over at these ruins, the only thing they've got are these little jars. And this one didn't have... You only had the one? It only had the one, but there's a whole bunch around here. This is the one I'm sort of typically seeing. Just a bunch of these little pots with some minor loot in them. Nothing I really need at this point. Yep, just the usual stuff. There's so many things in this mod I am not yet getting involved with. They got all these various special arrows. Note from a fallen shadow. We'll take a look at that real quick. There's a lot of crafting and stuff. This is the first day I've managed to find time to write ever since I was released upon the land. Just before, I was a scholar dedicated to the preservation of knowledge. Then, the Nether destroyed everything I stood for, except for my memory. For some reason, although I have transformed into this hideous shape, speak for yourself. As my fellow people have, I am different. The evil energies remain dormant in me. Dominant. Turning me dark as a shadow, and they have reserved my memory. For those that may read this one day, remember me. Remember me as a white of shadows. For some reason, I always feel like white is not the way to say that. But I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, so we will continue on out of this area of ruins. And I will be back when I find something I found something interesting. I'm having better luck today than I did last time. This tree has the full trunk and the face. Let's get out my wisps. Oh. I got 26 of them. So the way this thing works is... Something was shooting at me. Oh, it's the little bugs there. Can I get them? Oh no, it's some of the faces. They can actually come out here onto the outer stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, but, whoops. Not there. What you want to do is put these... they're registering. Put these wisps on the other pillars, and it will increase the, output of this boss fight when you're done. That's why I wanted to get a whole bunch of these. Let's see how my 26 does in... I'm probably not going to be able to completely fill it. I'm doing pretty good. There'll be a few pillars not completely full, but Yeah, there's 3, 4, 5. So I'm down by 5. But that's still pretty good. Alright, let's do this fight. It's not going to be very hard for me, because I've got plenty of armor and the really good ranged weapon. I'm not seeing any sort of... Maybe I gotta kill these guys first. There's one. Yeah, all those spikes. It helps to be able to fly. Any more little faces? No? Alright, well, let's do the big guy now. Still not seeing any sort of health meter. Ah, well, there I can see his health. I just have to get close. When he's inside the tree, I can still shoot him. Well, he takes a lot of hits. He's down under 100 now. Will this be faster? No, not really. Oh, that's a different attack. Shooting spikes. He knows which side you're on. It comes out that side. There we go. He created a little phantom who's now trapped inside the tree. Let's let him out. Now this wood, spirit tree log, does it have special uses? Well, it's just going to give me wood recipes. There may be specific uses. Now these leaves, is there something special about them? I guess not. Though I could get... say swamp dirt, I don't need that. Little mask, there's the big mask. Oh, I got a bark amulet. Don't think I can wear that one. I got some spirit tree saplings, that's good. And some spirit fruit, which is just a food. Am I running out of power? Oh no, that's the uses, not the power. Let's get the shears. These guys. Get a few of these spirit leaves. I don't know if I need them, but... And there's more around the outer edge, but I think that's enough. Alright, so I got a bunch of that. Another one of the bosses, fairly simple one. But I guess that amulet, let's see, was it this guy? Doesn't say any particular use. Can I equip it? Yes, I can. Don't know what it does, but I just equipped it. By putting more of those wisps around, I get a better quality of loot. So since I had it almost full, this must be a pretty good bit of loot. I just don't know what it does. Let me find out. Alright, so I found out what it does. Let's see, is there a creature around here somewhere? There we go. When you get close... Ah, there. See the little wisps around him? That tells you how much of his life he's got. That was too much damage. Just whack him with the empty hand. There, you can see he's got fewer wisps. So really it's just a way to show you how much life they have left. This only has 2 life, so taking away one of, well, half. There, he's going down. He's down to 3. And he's dead. Not too useful when I've got various tooltips and so forth, but it's good to know. You can... I don't know why I couldn't equip this thing last time, but right-clicking it does equip it. And there is a hotkey that lets you see what you have equipped. And lets you unequip them by clicking them. I think it defaults to C. I have it on period because my C is being used. Now that the tree is dead, it's actually converting its biome over to be swamplands. Little tiny swamplands. Well, these guys are also adding their own mud. So switching, it's slowly decaying. If I hadn't taken out the tree, it would have been decaying into a rotten wood and losing its leaves. Also, those saplings I got were from defeating the face. I didn't get any saplings for taking down the leaves. And having more of the wisps gives you a better chance of getting more saplings. It also makes it so that you can get the mask. So I just sort of guaranteed that I got the best of the rewards available for that fight. And now I'm going to continue to fly and find something else to show off. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I've been flying around and I see a new icon. There's a lot of overlapping icons, so it's hard to tell, but right in front of me there is a new icon. And if we look, sure enough, we've got something here. Another tower. What does this say as we approach it? Enter the Stronghold. Now this structure has a lot of these spawner blocks. And there's 4 here that are easy to access. I'll just go around and take them out. But up here is a force field protected area. Take you out. And the roof has nothing right now. So we're going to have to... let's just take it from the bottom. Let's just work our way through the whole structure as if we were doing it normally, even though we don't need to. Oh, looks like there's an underground too. Let's see what we got here. Got some bog guys. And a spawner for them. Lots of pots. See, this room, no spawner. But this room does have one. I just noticed there's a little spinny mob in the center of the spawner. Hadn't noticed they had those. Alright, well that's all the outer edge. There's definitely a lot of stuff down below. I think we have to go down this pool to see them. Let's, Yep. Oh, there's a lot down here. Let's, take out these spawners, first of all. Otherwise, we may get quickly overrun. Alright, now we can... Huge numbers of termites, I guess these are. And swamp hags. They don't look like hags to me. Not sure what they look like. Swamp is a good name for them, though. They definitely look swampy. And it looks like our prize on this level are lots of blocks of the various metals available to the Betweenlands. So this is a nice prize. It's well worth jumping in the pit. I like these blue blocks too, but I can't break them yet because we haven't taken out the whole tower. But at least we can break these blocks, so that's nice. Alright, let's move. We got one of these little druid things. Now, without the ability to fly, I imagine there's a staircase around here. So, oh, I'm out of sap. Going slow. So, there must be some way to get up. I didn't see any ladders or staircases. Is there something on the outside, perhaps? Oh, yes, there we go. That takes us up a level. Oh, yes, we got the ghost things here. Those I cannot shoot. They are haunting the floors. So as we go across these walkways, there will be ghosts. Oh, look at that. Maybe that's what that distortion is. Oh, what we got in here? One of the druid things. Yeah, ghost got me. Okay, looks like we have a staircase here. But let's finish off this level. Ghost. Okay. Let the ghost get me. There he is. Alright, I guess that's it for these floors. Let's take the staircase up. Ghost gets you on the staircases too. But I think you have to actually touch the floor for them to attack, so flying across is safe. There's another spawner. Another spawner over there, so we'll go take that one too. Yeah, and a chest. Alright, I'm getting full here. Send stuff back home. Oh, another chest. All sorts of stuff. Made the advancement get swifty. What was that? Obtain a swift pick. Ah, this thing. Interesting. We will take a look at it later, though, when we go through our loot. Let's go back to the staircase. Alright, now we're on the ledge around the outside. We already got the spawners on this floor. Oh, I was wondering what was pushing me. But while I got the spawners on this level, I didn't get the little critters that it had spawned already. Or the pots. Gotta break pots. And open chests. Alright. Did I get this one? I did. Okay. So, this is where we came up. Looks like we got spike traps here, so good thing I'm flying. Let's break some pots. Alright, so this thing is being powered by these item cages. Now, I cannot break these right now. To break them, you have to stand directly on these tiles. Now I can look up and break. And that released what was in the cage. So let's line up, land on it, break the cage. If you're not directly on it, you cannot break the cage. You have to actually be on the tile. Then you can break it. And now we got the Shockwave Sword. This is necessary to fight the next boss, I do believe. So let's continue. Oh, a lot of these. I think I let them out. Two spawners in this room. Is that it? Okay. Double chest, lots of stuff, but it looks like it's all the usual. Got some more amulet sockets. I can make the third amulet. Alright. So now that we've done... Whoop! Floor is starting to give out. Drop you to the floor below. So, how do I go up to this level? Ah, staircases around the sides. So from this room, we come out here and go up these stairs. And it says, only the sword keeper may pass this point. Well, we've got the sword. So if we did not have the sword, we would not be able to go through. And if I couldn't fly, that would hurt. It'd send you down. Well, you'd probably land in the swamp and be okay. But so if I have the sword in my hand, I can walk in. Alright, this thing, I'm not supposed to fight it. I'm just supposed to stand in front of it, and it will teleport me... Maybe. Teleport me? Yep, to the roof. Where now, I have to fight this thing. Normally I won't have those wisps around it. See him? He's in there. He's got shields. So to fight him, we have to break his shields. Now, you saw those two little heads. You can just shoot those. Alright, they're going to shoot up. They shoot blue and green balls at you, and one of the two lets you break the shields. I forget which one it is. So I'm going to try and hit them both in for now. Alright, where's the next heads? Well, let's go. Make one of him. Looks like the blue one got reflected away, so I think blue is my target color. Which makes sense. Green? Nope, I could not knock the green away. Alright, well there's a slight cut there, because I was not getting any traction with this guy, because I had remembered it wrong. It's the green ones you want to not reflect back, but actually catch using the sword. So let me try this. So with the sword, wait for the heads, and a green one... Ah. Missed. Alright, there's one guy here. Do a green. Nope, blue. So I was trying to get the blue ones. But it's the green ones you want to catch. And maybe I'll try landing. It's definitely gotten a bit mossy here. Green? Yes. Oh, missed. I'm not actually sure whether it's right click or left click. Give me a green. I can't seem to catch one. Don't want to stand on that. That hurts you. Alright. Yeah, I can't seem to catch one. I think it's the server's timing. There's one. Of course, gotta take care of him. Being able to fly does help in this level, but I'm going to keep standing until I can catch one of these. Something hit me. What? What's hitting me? Alright, oops. Well, they were all blue anyway. Got it! Haha, I got one finally. There we go. So now he should have a hole in his shield somewhere. There. Find the hole again. Where's the... There. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? There it is. Get him! Get him! Yeah! Oh, he's getting serious now. Got him! Whew. It's all a matter of catching one of those green balls with the sword and then throwing it back at him to break one hole. Then you can fly around and get him. So I got a ring of recruitment, some more amulet slots, don't mind the scaffolding. I grabbed that from my system so I could make a box to hide in while I went and looked up this fight and found out, oh, it's not the blue ones you're supposed to catch, it's the green ones. So let's go ahead and put on the Ring of Recruitment, because why not? I don't need the amulet slots, but I can use those for later, for minions. Alright. We've taken over this castle, so I think we can now... Where's the staircase? It's like hidden under the slime. But now we can break this whole place if we want to get all the stuff. Can I break you? No. Might as well break all this stuff. I do like these blocks, so I'm going to grab them. Alright, there's one thing I wanted to try after looking through the wiki. I made the animator, the recipe for which is just some weedwood sticks, one of the white hearts, tween stones, pretty simple, pretty cheap. I'm going to place that down. It's got a nice model to it. Now we're going to have some sulfur, which I've been getting all over the place. Life crystal, I have one. I must have gotten it in a crate. I don't remember mining it, but you can mine it. And I'm going to try putting these item scrolls in there. It takes a while. This is 100 remaining. Look at that. There's the sulfur down below with the life crystal. So I guess that's progress. Question is it going to turn and go up, or is it just a horizontal effect? It actually turns and goes up. That's a little bit extra programming. I appreciate that. Almost done. I think when you use this in an animator, you get a random item. I got an amulet socket. Let's toss another one in there. See what we get. Okay. As this thing takes a while to run, I put all of my item scrolls through it, and this is what I got. I got the octine. I got 2 packs of ceremerite. Got 5 amulet sockets, 2 swift picks, 2 critter crunchers, some sort of club, a sludge slicer, a sort of sword, and a white's bane, another sword. I also got the Ring of Power, which is what I wanted to get. The Ring of Power grants a bonus to attack damage and movement speed at the cost of XP. Now, I don't think I can right-click this in because I'm already wearing 2 rings, so I have to open up this. Ring of Recruitment. Yeah, I'll take that out, and I'll put on the Ring of Power instead. Oh, it looks like it changed my camera. It's not too different. Now, this has been using up the life crystal. I can do about 8 item scrolls with the life crystal before it runs out of juice. And this one just has 1 more use out of it, since I had 15, not 16. But you can craft it with white hearts to power it back up again. I think just 1 more, 2 more, 1 more. And now it's fully up. And it could be put back in here and run some more. But I'm not going to do that because I don't have any more item scrolls. Though the animator, I think... Let's see... This animator, here we go. Oh, you can fabricate your own scrolls, huh? Using loot scraps. Which you can get from the mortar and pestle. Ah, you can put various of these items in to get loot scraps. Well, I don't really need the weapons that I got. Let's see, how do you make this guy? Oh, he's cheap. Let's do that. Just to try it out. I was here to make this, and do this, to make that. There. Oh, well, what type of... which one is it? This one. Crag rock. I don't have any crag rock. I'm surprised. That's like pretty common. Well, I went looking for crag rock. And I remember these towers were called crag rock. This is the tall tower. This guy. And I actually found another one. So I worked my way up it to the top. And after breaking the 2 spawners that were up here and collecting the wisps and all the pots and the chests, it didn't start shaking. I was standing here waiting for it to start shaking, and it didn't, like last time. So I went back down the stairs, and as soon as I was down, it started shaking, and I went back up, and this was sealed. I couldn't break it. Now I can. And, well, here, this is what it looked like. As you can see, these blocks are dropping down, and I suppose if I was standing on the ground, they'd be doing damage to me. But flying, I'm pretty safe. This went on for quite some time, probably long enough to make your way out of the tower. But I stuck it out, and when it was done shaking, I could get back out again. So, now that I have done that, I went around the edge, and I've collected a bunch of mossy crag rock, and there were a few regular crag rock. So now, I should be able to make... Oh, I'm one short. Is there any more regular crag rock in this building? This is the smooth crag rock. Crag rock brick. Doesn't look like there's any more. Down at the bottom. Ah, here we go. Plenty of it. Alright, we're set. Now I can make this thing. Mortar. And just so nothing bothers me while I'm working, I'll go back up to the top. It's getting a bit gooey up here. Alright, mortar. Looks like it's going to take sulfur as well. Sulfur. I better get a full stack. Put the rest of this stuff away. And let's see. Some of the items. So one of these. So I have to take 2 of those. One of those. One of those. And one of those. That's the input. Alright, let me look up how this works. Knowledge infusion complete. Of course, it's a mortar, but we still need the pestle. This is it. Oh, helps go into your crafting. There we go, 1 pestle. Now you can use the... Oh, there. Now it's in there. It goes in the center. So I think right-clicking it... No. Oh, left-clicking it. Starts it up. And it runs 1 operation, and gave me loot scraps, just as I thought. Alright. Now I think you can put the life crystals in the top, and it will automatically keep doing this, especially if you hook a hopper to it. But this is fine. I'm only needing it to make a few loot scraps here. And now I can use those with a piece of animate paper, which I still have some from the map making. I made a fabricated scroll. Now I get my animator back and my life crystal. Where? I got another life crystal. That's cool. Toss that in with the fabricated scroll and the sulfur. So we can create our own random item. And of course, it takes 3 previously generated random items to make one, but it's nice that you can recycle the stuff you don't need. It's good to know. But really, it was that one power ring, ring of power that I wanted. I don't think there's anything else in the loot tables that I need. So I will put away all of this. So what was one of the machines needed the bucket of bog water or swamp water or whatever it is. One that I am not using currently. Purifier. Purifier needed it. Not the mortar and pestle. Of course. Why did I think it did? I was getting it confused with the purifier. I got some more octarine. Alright. I think that is all that I'm going to do in this dimension. Gotten 2 good episodes out of it. Don't think I'm going to have to come back at all. I just come down here to low level and skim around the world and see what we see for a few minutes while I talk. So, I think next episode I am going to, let's go this way actually, so I go back towards the stuff that I've rendered and I don't risk getting knocked off from the server. Next episode I'm going to start setting up the new base. I've spent some time in single player working out the design, and now what's this? Silt. I don't have any of that, I don't think. And now that I've got the design all done, I'm ready to start putting it together to make the new base. I hope I've got all that I need for it. Got pieces. I haven't really put the pieces together. I don't have any of that. I don't think I got it. Pickerel weed. I probably need shears to get these things. I'll get some more of this in case I need more animate paper. So, you expect that next episode. I don't think I've got this wood either. I will wait to start building until I've ready to record. These things hollow or anything? Nope. Ooh, is this tar? Could find out with a bucket. Tar, yes it is. Well, flying around, I found another one of the tar, what are these guys? Tar beasts. This one's got a gem to him, but he's red. I've got a red, so. Didn't last too long. Did he drop? He dropped 1 tar drip. So they do spawn. Just have to wait. Let's go over to that thing and see what it spawns. They just spawn slugs. Not too interesting. There's something different. What was that? Bone Wayfinder. Okay, these are the things that work on those wayfinding stones. Where's one of them? And then here's there's a lot of these tar pits around. What do you spawn? Ooh, what's this? Blood snail. Let's find another tar pit. Anybody home? Nobody's home. Found another one of these guys. And since they're fairly rare, I am going to grab him in a mob imprisonment tool and then just make more copies of them at home. I wonder if there's any other mobs that I want to do that here. Let's see. Got 29 of these guys. Well, watching me... Oh, lightning. Well, watching me collect mobs is not all that exciting. So, let's see if we can fight one more boss. I wasn't sure I was going to do this, because it's sort of complicated. But I figured it out, so let's give it a try and show you how it's done. So I've made this sickle recipe using some of this Valinite shard, wheat wood stick, and some reed rope. What you do is go around and left-click plants. I'm looking for anything that I don't already have. Oh, it's deep here. Let's go down. Let's see. I think there's a blue coral. I've got the orange coral, this stuff here. Ah, maybe this is new. Alright, that should be good. Let's pop on home. Alright, so once you've collected things with the sickle, you get home, or wherever your base is, someday. There we are. And I've got a little setup over here. I've got the mortar, an infuser, and an alembic. We're going to start with the mortar. So we're going to go into here. I've got a pestle in there. And let's see, have I... Oh, those... Oh, I need to put the life crystal in there. That'll make it run automatically. Run that through. So where's the... This is the blue one. Let's do this one next. So I don't think I've done that. Let's put away some of this. Don't need those. That... Yeah, this is definitely new. Alright, good. So we'll get a few and we'll leave it go. Now we're going to take a net. And we're not going to go back to the Betweenlands to get what we need, because I already caught it down here. In here I've got a mob imprisonment tool with a gecko in it. And this is off, so I'll turn on my spawner. Let some geckos spawn. That's probably good. Turn it off. Go inside and get a net. Net you. Net you. There, any under the floor? Sometimes they get caught in the wiring underneath. Nope. Okay, good. So we've got 4 geckos. So we're going to run upstairs again. And I've got some gecko cages. Here they are. I'm going to put a gecko into each one of those. And we've got these ground cardinal flowers and the ground deep water coral. Let's put the coral in. Give you some. The gecko's scales seem to become rock hard. It can barely move. This seems to be the last undiscovered aspect on this item. Alright, so it only had one. So we'll try the ground cardinal flower. The gecko is drooling, sweating, and peering around its cage. This seems to be the last undiscovered aspect on this item. So these are both one aspect materials. So I'll put them in here along with some extra geckos. You can see I've got a few. I've run all these ground up flowers through the system. And I don't remember doing the marigolds, so I'm going to toss those in. And let's give that a try. Now if you try it too soon... Oh, that worked. And it only had the one aspect. So I don't really need this one. I can put that away. What else? Some of these, I'm sort of getting the ones that only have one aspect. This one, I hope it only has one aspect. Oh, I already did poison ivy. Yeah, gecko is still recovering. This one, you've already discovered all aspects. So this one I've already got. Not sure sugar creep leaves. I put some other stuff away here. Don't need that. Pretty sure I've done those two. No, I've done those. Ground sugar creep. Oh, okay, this one. You can see the gecko's muscles twitching uncontrollably. This item seems to have more undiscovered aspects, so I use it on the other gecko. You can hear the gecko's belly rumbling, and it seems to burp a lot. This item still seems to have some more undiscovered aspects. I can't do it on this one because he's still recovering from the last experiment, so you have to wait a little bit. It helps to have multiple geckos in multiple cages. It doesn't take too long for them to reset, but it's not immediate. Actually, let's do this one. Oh, that one doesn't work. That's why I hadn't remembered using it. Thought I'd put that away. Alright, so you ready now? Yep. The gecko's scales seem to be glowing slightly. This seems to be the last undiscovered aspect on this item. So, each time you use one of these things, the gecko has some sort of reaction to it, and that tells you about the material. And you have to have in your inventory the Herblore book, which in this case I got from the Akashic Tome, but you can make it with lurker skin and M8 paper. In here it gives you a list of all the aspects, which you can see here. And the one I'm going to need is Armanis, which is an aspect that influences the desire of a being or a thought. Tier 2 aspect it's found in. This would normally be blank, except once you've tested the material with a gecko. Then it will show up in the book. You can go back to the beginning here and go to ingredient info, and this is all the stuff that I have tested on a gecko. And it shows what aspect it has. In this case, the ground blue iris has the Armanis that I'm looking for, which is why I have a whole bunch in my inventory. Alright, so next we need to set up an infuser, and I already said I already had some netherrack down there. Now I have it there again. I haven't tried this in this dimension, so we'll see here. Flint and steel. Light it up. And now it needs some swamp water. I collected some, and it's in this black hole tank. I'm going to extract it and see if I can pipe in here. Ah, I can. Good. That is now full of swamp water. You can take up to 6 ingredients. I'm just going to put 6 of these guys in there. And now right-click. Yep, right-click to start spinning it. Now this is going to make it cook, and you'll basically want to wait until you see it change color. Oh, actually I shouldn't. And let's crouch right-click to take them out. I have to wait till it to heat up. You can see the green little bubbles showing up. You have to wait till it has steam before you put anything in. And then I'm going to want to have some of these green or orange Dentrothist vials. Using the Dentrothist shards and some rubber. Ah, rubber. I planted some of the trees, and I took one of the weedwood buckets, and I attached it to the side of the tree, and I'm now piping the liquid rubber out of the tree. Oh, I've got 92 buckets of it. And then I set up some other trees that are piping to ender tanks, which are all feeding to this one, which is going into this tank. So I'm just collecting a lot of rubber. You can collect buckets of that rubber and smelt the buckets, and you get rubber balls. Alright, we've got steam, so let's put in the 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and start right-clicking it to spin it. Actually, I may need to turn off refilling it for right now. So it looked like it went down, then went right back up again. So I'm not sure if we've ruined it because of that, but we'll see. I think adding more liquid... Yeah, it stops steaming. Adding more liquid cools it off. Let's take it all back out again. And wait for it to start steaming again. I may have lost... No, I still have 23. And I've got some weedwood buckets on me. So this doesn't... Oh, I need to do that. See, this can't use the life crystal, can it? Oh, it can. Okay. I don't see it as an ingredient. It must be somehow applied to it, so it'll stir automatically. Oh yeah, there it is, floating up above. Now it should stir automatically once I put the ingredients in. Alright, we got steam. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, once it's finished and it's turned this purple color, you crouch, right-click with a bucket. And you can get, looks like I can get 3 out of this. When you're using the life crystal and you keep it stirring every 30 seconds, it doesn't lose any liquid, and you can get more out of it. So from the 6 I put in, I got 3 buckets. Now I'm going to put 1 bucket in here. Can I put more than 1? No, only 1. It's going to take a while to run, so I will come back when that is done. Okay, looks like it's done. So we switch to our Dentrothist bottle and right-click. And you only get 1 out. But here it is, our menace. Now I'll go ahead and put another bucket in there because I've got more. But it is the Armanis that I'm looking for. So, now I should be able to create this mummy thing. Do I have everything? And then the Armanis, there it is, mummy bait. Oh yeah, these things, the shimmer stones. Let's go down to the mob factory here. You know, I'm not sure I ever... Did I show this off? I think I did. I remember the thumbnail. So let's see what we got here. Angler, gas, cloud, lurker, peat mummy. Peat mummy, that's the one you want, I think. Yep, peat mummy. Let's just make sure. And we turn that on. Turn that off. Yep, no, we gotta go down here and see what they got. Yep, that makes the shimmer stones. Alright, I thought that was right. Peat mummies. And now we get to see their big daddy brother. Let's put away some of this stuff that's still running. I'll stick these other things in here. Empty buckets, another bucket, some of those. Oh, I still have... I'll just stick it in here, I'll fix it later. Let's go give this a try. Actually, can we make any more of them? Recipe... Need to make more of these animated hearts. Alright, we'll just try 1. 1's enough for the moment. We'll head back to the Betweenland. I feel funny. Alright, now... Which direction? I think we need to go... I don't think this works in any biome. And as it's expensive, I want to make sure I use it in the right place. Does it say anything? It doesn't say anything. I think there's the biome over here that we need. Here, this one. I think this is it. No. Come on, load. Load. Good enough. It's one of the big trees. I think the next biome over is the one we want. I'm overtaxing the server. For some reason, Betweenlands is very taxing on the server when it's generating terrain. Though, I'm not generating. I've already been this direction, I thought. Haven't I? Yeah. I definitely went this direction. This is where I want to go. There we go. Alright, this is it, I think. So, if we toss that out... Ah! Yeah, it looks like it's working. Look at him. Isn't he pretty? Let's see him without the glow. Oh yeah, I like him. Let's get rid of your minion. I didn't think he was going to be hard to fight. I wanted to see him. Back into the mud he goes. So we got a yellow heart, we got a ring of summoning, and another amulet slot, as well as epic shader and some of the shimmer stones. So, alright, got the ring of summoning. That was the last thing I needed. Alright. One more epically long episode is complete. I have now taken care of the entirety, I think, of the Betweenlands. At least as it is now. I know that there's more stuff in the works for this mod, and I'm looking forward to taking a look at it. It's definitely a well-made mod. But now, next episode, we're going to, I think, work on a new base. So to transition from this murky, dim, biological wasteland, we're going to go into space, sort of, and build a futuristic space station base. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Alright, everyone. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay inside, take care, be good, and see you next time.